Right, so so that took a lot longer than expected. Holy crap. Fucking YouTube's new live streaming service is horrible. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you can hear me. Just put a 1 in the chat if you can, that'd be greatly appreciated. Nice, so people can hear me. It's a long sensation. Alright, so what I will say straight away is that yes, there is no webcam. There will be a webcam for my next live stream. Probably in the next couple of days I'm going to get that set up. I'm going to buy myself one of those Elgato button things, and I've got some cool stuff for donations and stuff like that. And yeah, hopefully I'll get back into the groove of this. Of course, this is my first live stream in probably a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. First actual video on YouTube in about 9 months, so we'll get back into the swing of things. Yeah. Donations. Hey man, you got to advertise the donations. Try and mute myself. Honestly, I don't even know how to mute myself. Oh, can I do it here? No idea. Well, people will just be able to hear me talk loads of shit, I guess. So yeah, in this stream I want to talk about a few leaks. Oh yeah, make self party, of course. So yeah, I want to talk about a few leaks. I want to talk about how the leaks happened. I also want to talk about the Chinese leak of Victor, and basically go over some information. I think there's a lot of confusion within the COD community about what a leaker actually does, so to speak, how he obtains the information. And this year Activision are doing a hell of a lot of different stuff. So yeah, this year is very different with Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Non-disclosure agreements, embargoes, stuff like that have been extremely strict, and it is pretty much impossible this year to get guaranteed leaks, unless of course the influencers, the press, and all of the people that get access to events actually go to the events, and then one of them happen to leak it for whatever reason. So yeah, that's the sort of stuff I wanted to talk about. I kind of wanted to clear my name a little bit as well with the leaks that I've put out. Of course, I was the first person to leak, so to speak, that Call of Duty, or should I say I was the first person that managed to leak the title of the game and then for it to gain a lot of traction. There is other people that have said it's not going to be Modern Warfare 4 or it's going to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And since that point, since I tweeted that out and the guy from Kotaku tweeted it and said it was correct, I think I got something like 30 to 40 insiders, in quotations, saying a lot of information. And yeah, it was a very wild time. I had a lot of people tweeting me, asking me about a lot of different things, and a lot of people also claiming that they was influencers themselves. And of course that meant that some of the information I did tweet was a little bit, let's just say, not correct. So how it happened was that I got the information from to individual people about the next Call of Duty title. I'm not gonna obviously mention any names or anything like that because we don't want those people to get into trouble. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm sick of everyone tweeting that the next Call of Duty title is going to be Modern Warfare 4. Fuck it. I'm just going to tweet it out and see what happens. So then I tweeted it out. Like I said, there was probably a good 30 to 40 people in the DMs claiming they had information. I mean, it's weird how all of a sudden these people manage to get information after it comes out into the public. And me being me, I tried to cross-reference all of that information just to ensure that the leaks that I would put out would be accurate. Oh, I forgot that you need to sell fuel in this game, holy shit. And as information was coming in and I was trying to cross-reference it as much as possible, some of my tweets was either inaccurate or I was actually told to remove them by certain people. I can't obviously mention any names, but I was told to remove those tweets and basically stop doing what I was doing. So that's how pretty much everything unfolded. And what I will also say is that a lot of the tweets that I made was pretty much kind of like took out of proportion, I would say. A lot of people read my tweets and then started just assuming that it was all either 100% leaked information or it was like 100% guaranteed, but it wasn't. The way that leaks work is that we're given essentially small snippets of information from people, then we need to put all of that information together, and even though that the leaks are not 100% accurate, we need to kind of combine all that information and then tweet out or say what we think is going to be in the next game. So probably the best way of saying this or putting it pretty easily is that the Call of Duty Modern Warfare gameplay tweets that I put out, I said that we would be seeing gameplay of multiplayer when the reveal happened, and the reason for that is because there was a few select individuals, which were either influencers or celebrities, that went out to Activision. They didn't actually go to Infinity Ward, they went to Activision. You guys probably know of one of them because he's been talked about quite a lot in the community. Those people did go to Activision and they did play Call of Duty Modern Warfare multiplayer. From the tweets that I was also getting in the DMs, it made perfect sense that those influencers or press or whoever was at the events would also be playing the game. So I just went to an assumption that yes, we will be getting multiplayer, and that is all there is to it. Probably on the 28th, I think it was, 2 days before the reveal, one person said no, they didn't get to record gameplay. I ignored it, and then I got confirmation on the 29th that gameplay wasn't being recorded. But we should expect it pretty soon. I'm thinking that the reveal will be in July because it just makes sense that way, probably a beta in August. So that is pretty much how we can expect stuff to go down. I think that we will see maybe a campaign mission or two at E3. I know that it's been kind of put out there in the community by a few people that will be seeing 2 missions at E3. What I will say about that is that, trust me when I say this, nothing is 100% guaranteed. Activision have been so tight this year that we really do have to take everything with a grain of salt. They've been telling press one thing, they've been telling influencers other things, and essentially in the end either all of that information is not true or, you know, it's been how can I say, it's been said in a way that makes it not real to some people. So they'll tell, for example, one press person, we're doing this at this date, and then they'll tell another person, we're doing this at that date, and then of course, information on leaks are prevented because nobody's entirely sure with what's going on. But yeah, I would probably expect. I would definitely probably expect something to happen at E3, is what I will say. Something that we're not expecting. I mean, there is a few things that could include. I mean, one of the things that I'm finding pretty unusual at the moment is that there is no mention of a Call of Duty beta. Could that be mentioned at E3? Possibly. I doubt it, but that is a possibility. Maybe even Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. What I will say about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, because a lot of people are commenting about it, is that I do believe that that game will release before Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because Call of Duty Modern Warfare is going to feature a lot of characters, pretty much every character from the original Modern Warfare series, and I believe that Modern Warfare 2 will be brought before then because they'll want people to be familiar with get turned on bitch with the old characters. So for example with Ghost, which I think is probably one of those characters that a lot of people talk about, with Ghost, new players that come to the game, what you're going to remember is that Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the original series, is like a decade old, and there is of course millions of other people that have come to the game. So I would expect that they're probably going to release Modern Warfare 2 Remastered before then to get people familiar with the characters, although they don't necessarily have although they don't have the same storylines in this game, it would make sense for them to get people at least familiar with the characters, so those new fans could understand the hype, if that makes any sense. And we know Modern Warfare 2 Remastered has got a PEGI rating, that means it's pretty much already complete, and we also know that the game is going to be campaign only, so yeah, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered will just be campaign. It's not going to be multiplayer, which is somewhat upsetting, but I guess if you take it from the point of view is that they're only releasing it to get people familiar with the game, then it does make perfect sense. I know people are interested in multiplayer, but Activision. I would imagine that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer and Modern Warfare 3 Remastered multiplayer will probably release as like a trilogy at some point in like a couple of years. So maybe they could sell Modern Warfare 2 Remastered as its standalone game, Modern Warfare 3 Remastered as a standalone game, and then they'll just combine all of them together to do like a box set trilogy thing, which makes sense to me. No, I don't think we'll see multiplayer at E3. Anything is possible though, right? I mean, as I was saying at the beginning of the stream, the reason why we've not heard a lot of information this year is because Activision are being incredibly careful with the information they release to press, influencers, and everyone else pretty much. Yeah, so exactly. I mean, so when I started getting first bits of information about this game, a lot of the pieces of the puzzle was the fact that Activision no longer wanted to split the player base, so that's why the DLC will be free. There is going to be cross-play and stuff like that. So if we was to get Modern Warfare 2 remastered alongside Call of Duty Modern Warfare, then that just defeats the whole purpose of making that content free, right? Well, I just got tomahawks. I'm sorry for the gameplay, by the way. I've not played Call of Duty in quite a long time. Do I know anything about any of the weapons in Modern Warfare? So, what I will say about that is that this game is Modern Warfare. It is no bullshit weapons that are 5 years in development. It is nothing to do with that. Any weapon that is in military at the moment is probably going to be within this game. So all of the weapons that the military use will be in this game. There isn't going to be a lot of, like I said, made up weapons. So for the best way that I could probably think of this is using Battlefield 1 as an example. With Battlefield 1, of course, they released it. There was a lot of weapons that they said was in development at the time, and that's why they made it into the game and stuff like that. With this game, it's just going to be weapons that are already in development. So I guess you can probably just Google what weapons are in combat at this moment in time and go from there. And that's going to apply across the board. So that isn't just weapons. That's going to be kill streaks. That's going to be pretty much everything within Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Anything that is in combat at the moment will be in this game. So I guess what you guys could probably do is Google a lot of that stuff. So what weapons do ex-military use, etc. I assume the Moab will be coming to this game because we know that the Moab is in combat. I think Donald Trump used it like last year, was it? I think. I'm probably going to do some videos on all of this stuff because it is super interesting. So, for example, the drone, a military drone will be a UAV. Military drones could possibly be some kind of precision airstrike and stuff like that. Yeah, AR-15s and AK-47s, yeah. Is gunplay different? What if... So, I mean, a lot of people are asking about the minimap because of the Victor Chinese leaker. What I will say about that guy is that there is a reason his tweets are still being tweeted. There's a reason he's not being approached by Activision. And I would definitely take a lot of what he's saying with a grain of salt. Now, the reason I say that is because, for example, he tweeted out Call of Duty is not Modern Warfare 4 on the 23rd of April, I think it was. You guys can look back. And that was also the same day that the NFL guys played multiplayer, so it kind of all adds up that they was doing play testing and events on that date, in and around that date, so 21st, 22nd, 23rd of April. So it's likely that Victor is probably got a lot of knowledge, but he was probably a play tester. That is my theory. He's obviously broken some NDAs. But yeah, his content is staying up on Twitter, and that tells me quite a lot that some of the stuff he's saying isn't really accurate. Now, what I will say as well is that even though he's probably a play tester, so he's probably played campaign, and he's maybe just assuming that some of the stuff is going to make it over into multiplayer. So, for example, in campaign there is no minimap, but that doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be no minimap in multiplayer. But it could also mean that there is no minimap in multiplayer because, like Activision said, they want to bridge the gap between multiplayer, Spec Ops, and campaign. So it's one of those that you do need to really take with a grain of salt at this moment in time. Oh, the problem that I'm having at the moment playing this game is that I've only got one freaking headset on so I can actually hear myself speak. And I've not played this game in so long, I don't know where people are coming from. Oh. And this guy, man. I mean, that's not to say that Victor isn't saying fake information. It just means that I would definitely take his information with a little bit of salt. I should play Modern Warfare Remastered. I actually did download it, but for some reason you need to download the full game. So I mean, there was like 2 hours left of download, so I was like, nah. Yeah, I've got one headphone over one of my ears. It's just so I can hear myself speak. It feels like I'm shouting if I cover both of my ears, especially when this is like my first time streaming in, I'd say probably a year and a half, 2 years maybe, a year and a half, 2 years. Well, we'll see the 2 campaign missions that they showed at the secret reveal at E3. So, it's been confirmed that E3, the Infinity Ward at E3 is going to be a panel. That is what E3 has described the panel, the event as is a panel. So that just tells me that it's going to be a live stream with the developers talking about the game. They could possibly show off some information, but what I am expecting is that the event will be the developers basically giving the same presentation that they give to press and influencers last week or a couple of weeks ago. So that's what I would say about that. I would definitely say don't expect multiplayer. It is possible, but I wouldn't expect it. And I wouldn't see, this is where I'm kind of struggling, is that this year's game is so fucking gonna be so controversial that I don't know if they can show off I don't know if they can show off the missions that they shown off at the events, because they were so graphic, and I think that it probably wouldn't be allowed. So my thoughts are is that we'll probably have a panel, so a table of press, just talking about why they decided to go in that direction and stuff like that. So basically just repeating the presentation and also repeating what the Activision press releases said. But I could be wrong. Is Victor correct about multiplayer being complete? Like I said at this stage, is that I don't necessarily believe that Victor has all of the information that he's claiming to be true. I mean, you guys can look back to his tweets. He mentioned that the box art, for example, will have these night vision goggles. It doesn't. He also is very safe with his tweets. So he'll say, for example, that the Modern Warfare beta will be in July. However, that could change. So he's just basically covering his ass with that information. So I would always take his tweets with a grain of salt. My theory is that Victor is likely a game tester who's breaking a shitload of NDAs, but then it also makes no sense because his tweets are still up. Activision would have shut that shit down pretty much. So it is a bit unusual. But like I said, also look back at his tweets. You'll see that he was talking about Modern Warfare remastered on the same day that the NFL guys went to the event. So who knows? He could even be speaking to an NFL guy, for example. We're not entirely sure at the moment. Oh fucking hell! I thought that was a player. So he's kind of 50-50 correct and incorrect. I mean, to be honest, I don't even know myself. Like I said, Activision have been so secretive this year that um, we're not actually sure. They're telling some press something, then they're telling influence something else, just mixing up a lot of different shit really. Um, I would say that he's theorizing based on some of the information that he knows. So like when I know that he's seen the reveal trailer and he tweeted out that one of the maps was multiplayer, right? That's just a theory. That's not guaranteed. That's not him knowing that that is a multiplayer map. That is a theory, um, only because it looks like a multiplayer map, right? So I mean, probably some of you guys can look back on some of the reveal trailers and see that some maps from campaign make it over to multiplayer. And then if you've somehow gained repetition by leaking something, you could just claim it to be a multiplayer map. I don't know. And also the Spec Ops stuff. So is October going to be the standard for future COD games? Yeah, definitely. We know that EA is working on a new Battlefield game. I'm not sure if it is Battlefield 3 Remastered, and I'm not sure if that game is going to release today or not. Not today, this year or not, sorry. But if they was to release it, it would be in November, of course. So I think Activision's October releases are just to maximise sales, stop all of the competition. There's another journalist that's demanding the game to be cancelled. Yeah, I even though like I don't give a shit about video games in terms of violence and in terms of the controversy, I would honestly say that I respect the journalist's opinion on wanting to get the game or the campaign, not the game, but the campaign banned, because the game is really fucked up. Yeah, there's too many sensitive people, too many snowflakes, but I can also appreciate their opinion, because what you've got to remember is that this is probably the first game in since Spec Ops: The Line, which was when 5, 6, 7 years ago. Graphics weren't that good again. The graphics in this game, you've seen the trailer, you've seen the screenshots, are phenomenal, and it could be seen by a lot of people that it is too realistic to release. Yeah, I disagree, but I respect their opinion. I mean, it's just like when someone does a mass shooting and they say, "Oh, it's because of fucking Dark Souls or something." It's like, no, it's not. It's because the person was mentally, you know, fucked in the head. It wasn't. So yeah, I mean, if that shit starts to continue, which it probably will, like all these horrible public shootings and stuff, like Modern Warfare is going to be blamed if it does release, if the campaign does release. I mean, I guess all you guys are here for some brand new juicy information that I could release. Shall I do it? Ooh. I have had a couple of whiskies. Shall I do it? Yeah, some countries are going to ban it. Germany will probably ban it. China will ban it. Yeah, look, I would imagine. I'm shooting my own teammates. So yeah, I want to apologise for the gameplay, because not only am I under the influence, but I'm also playing this game for the first time in like 5 months. I think New Zealand will ban it as well. Obviously, with the recent shooting. I mean, what you've got to remember is that the developers are using those events for this game. So of course they're gonna ban it. How's it going, Benson? Yeah, I think I'm back to YouTube now for a bit. We'll see how it goes. I've not got the webcam set up today, but probably next stream I'll have the webcam set up. I'm gonna buy one of those Elgato fucking, what are they called? Button presses that do shit. I'm gonna set up like smoke machines and shit like that. Yeah, Stream Deck. Yeah, that's it. Fucking yeah, Stream Deck. So what I want to do with the Stream Deck is I know people are not here for this crap, but is I want to set up the Stream Deck to do like real life live stream events. So for example, if someone was to, I'm going to use donations for an example. I apologise if you guys are not into that crap. But for example, if someone was to donate, I don't know, £5, £10, $10, whatever, it would like auto spin a wheel, and it would trigger a real life event for me. For example, smoke, so I'd have smoke machines that go off. Wind, so I'd have a massive industrial wind turbine that would like fucking just wreck me and stuff like that. I think that would be pretty cool. I'm not seeing anything done like that. I've got a lot more ideas, so I think I'll probably do something like that. Squad base, mate. I think honestly what I think co-op is going to be is that I think that co-op is a battle royale map that the developers have then turned like 180 on and thought, you know what, this isn't going to work, let's do something else. That is what I think the co-op is going to be. I've got no information on that, but that is what I think it's going to be. I think it's a battle royale map similar to Black Ops 4 Blackout, and they've developed it halfway through, and then they've gone, you know what, we're going to do a 180 here, we're going to think of something different, we're going to have it as somewhat open, we're going to have it as an open world map. You're going to select a compound such as this map, and then you're going to raid it against AIs. So it'll be like Spec Ops that we've seen before, but on a kind of bigger and better scale. That's what I think. I mean, we'll have more information soon. Double kill. Yeet. Oh, sign me up, esports. Any new leaks? I'm not 100% on it, on this next bit of information that I'm going to say, but if we can get to 100 viewers, I will tell y'all. and it's regarding the multiplayer DLC model for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Co-op a squad-based game where 20 players drop into an open world simulation where players can play. Yeah, I mean that, anything's possible, right? Like I said, we've not got a lot of information on co-op. And that's me being 100% honest. I mean, what I'm going to say is pretty much, I assume what people are expecting, but it is going to change up. Oh, by the way, what I will say is that supply drops are returning to the game. I mean, that is obvious, but that is something that I want to say is that supply drops are returning to Modern Warfare, so yeah. I mean, we pretty much know that because of the COD points, but I just wanted to, yeah. Do you have any idea what we could be seeing for the $200 pre-order edition? I think that it's probably going to be some kind of night vision goggles. I mean, either that or we get like Price's cigar or something. As long as the MCX microtransactions in battle. Yeah, I mean, so with the thing is with the DLC is that this was fucking heavily debated within Activision. Like all of the lead guys, they wasn't sure if they wanted to do it or not. So I'm assuming that because they've given the green light, that I wouldn't say that microtransactions are going to be bad. I mean, I would hope that they're going to release weapons for free, but I doubt it. But yeah, microtransactions are coming back. It's obvious. Oh, so many people. See if we can jump shot these boys. Hui! Hui! Tell you what, you're trash when you get wrecked by long sensation. Yeet! Make it like Modern Warfare. Alright, I'll just say it. They are going for the... I would say that it's become almost traditional at this point, but they're going to go for the season method. So a season will likely last 6 to 8 weeks, and what they'll do is that every season they'll release 2 maps. So it'll be season 1, for example, it'll include 2 brand new maps. It will include, I don't know, like 100 tiers or whatever. there isn't a number that's been given to me at this moment in time, but yeah, 100 tiers, blah blah blah. Yeah, so it'll be like a battle pass, yeah. I mean, which is expected, right? But I think this year what they'll probably do is that in this battle pass, they'll include DLC weapons. I mean, it's obvious that like tier 100 or whatever will be Captain Price, Ghost from Modern Warfare 2, etc. But yeah. I would expect weapons. Guessing new themes throughout the season, then autumn, Halloween. Yeah, so but it'll just be like Black Ops 4. So Black Ops 4 is basically being used as a test. I'm so shit at this game when I've had a drink. God damn. Right, let me go for a slash. I'll be back and I shall talk more. League play competitive. 1 sec. I need to take it easy on the whiskey, guys. There's a giveaway tonight, Long Sensation. Yes, I will announce it. Well, I will announce the winner after this game, actually. I'll switch from game to my PC recorder and do a tweet live kind of randomizer or something. So what we will do is I will lie here and I will say is I will tweet out the stream. I don't have the stream link. GG. Can someone put the stream link in the chat quick? Like I said, I've not streamed in so long is that I don't know what the fuck is going on. Everything's just a blur at this point. So yeah, esports is different this year. Difference in the sense that they're finally fucking listening to the community. I mean, if you've tuned in at the stream since the beginning, you'll know that the information is pretty scarce at the moment, but it's going to be the stream since the beginning. You'll know that it's going to be similar to scarce at the moment, but it's going to be basically the esports will be similar to Black Ops 2, but there's also a few additions. I've seen a lot of people talking about esports being fucking PC only and stuff like that, but that isn't. No. That isn't the case. Do we really have to wait until July to hear anything about multiplayer? So I would say at this moment in time is that myself and Victor are probably the guys that know the, or should I say, are willing to talk about information the most. And from my perspective, July is based entirely on speculation. And I would honestly say that Victor's statements are also based on speculation. I went to wait, what giveaway? If you go over to my Twitter, dude, I'm going to give away the fucking $100 version of Modern Warfare after this game. We'll do a live tweet thing. Not a live tweet thing, we'll do a live tweet randomizer to determine who's the winner. And I can't wait for fucking normal regen to return, guys. Holy crap, this is so annoying. Having to click L1 all the time. Yeet! Okay. Is crossplay between PC and console even fair in an FPS? So the information that I have about crossplay at this moment in time is that crossplay isn't between Xbox and PlayStation 4. It's between PlayStation 4 and PC, and then Xbox and PC. So I don't think a deal has been struck with Xbox and PlayStation at the moment. Get warbanged. Normal regen is returning, yeah. Hey Andrews, welcome to the stream. Once again, guys, I apologise for the bad gameplay. I've not played this game in a hell of a long time, and I've had a few whiskers, so yeah. Hope you and the family are doing good. Yeah, Charlie turns 3 in a month now. July 12th, so we've been doing good. Like I said, I said in the video that I made when I was talking about having to leave YouTube, is that my job at the moment pays, I don't know, like 20 times more than what YouTube did. And obviously I have to provide for my family and stuff. But what I will also say, actually, which is what people will probably find interesting, I guess, is that I'm in a very unique position with influencers and press, because obviously I've been an influencer on YouTube for like, I don't know, 4 years, let's say. But my new job also lets me go behind the scenes with this stuff. So I mainly do social media marketing and social media marketing. So that's all I'll say about that. So it's that, I mean, I'm in a very unique position where I can cross-reference a lot of information with a variety of different sources. And that is honestly all I'm going to say about where I got information from. You do Facebook and stuff still? Yeah, so I think at the moment I own, I want to say 11 or 12 pages myself, and then I've got 6 client pages. I think we upload something like 120 videos a day. Oh, you do social media marketing and social social media management and social media marketing. Yeah, I'm feeling the whiskey. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. And this is my first UAV all stream. Yeah, I can tell. Think of. Yeah, I need to take it easy on the whiskey. Hey, what is going on, guys? Fucking hell. You sound so out of it. No, I sound like this all the time, dude. E3 reveal. Like I said before, I probably expect the same presentation pretty much to what they gave the influencers. So pretty much what I'm expecting at E3 is that they'll talk about why they're going in the direction they're going, and then also talking about pretty much the press release. We could expect gameplay, but I mean, the thing about gameplay with this game is that if they show off gameplay of campaign, it's going to be really controversial. Because the missions that they showed off to the influencers was so bad that just from those missions the game would be banned in a shitload of countries. Question is, would you move to the US with your family if Activision offered you a job? I think Activision need to offer me a job based on Call of Duty marketing for their game. I did all of the marketing for Activision on this game. Will there be a Modern Warfare 2 remastered? Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 remastered will probably, like I said before, will probably release before Call of Duty Modern Warfare this year. The reason for that is because Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is going to be campaign only. It's got a PEGA rating, which means that it's already been pretty much completed. And I think that they're going to release it just based on the fact that they want people to be familiar with old Call of Duty characters like Ghost and stuff like that. Yeah, I forgot about the giveaway. Let's do that. I've not played this game in so long, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I think I need to go in the game first, right? Will we need to pay for it even though I've paid for the £75 pre-order? I'm not sure, dude. Ew, horrible screen. Right, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. Make sure no pawns up on screen. Good job, Tom. Oh. Right, let's do the giveaway. Twitter retweet randomizer. Welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to the stream. So what we're doing now is we're going to announce the winner of the Modern Warfare giveaway. If I can find a good site to do it. Do 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 do. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm going to pick the winner now. I'm just trying to find the right, a good giveaway picker. So I don't want to do like a random fucking close my eyes and stuff. Pick a winner from... Ah! Alright, okay. Drum roll, please. Alright, so that's the retweet. We're going to wait for a couple of seconds because we've got dem watchers at the moment. You ready? Boom. Alright, so that didn't work. Oh, okay, cool. So that's this guy. Boom, nothing worked, I know. Modern Warfare giveaway, and please reply to this message with your PayPal address within 24 hours. That keyboard sounds orgasmic. Sorry guys, sorry. Are the equivalent, oh my god, equivalent currency. Right, so the reason the reason I've done that on stream is just to prove to you guys that every giveaway that I do from this point on, well, every giveaway that I've done ever, should I say, is legitimate. So you've seen that I've drawn a random person, you've seen that I've tweeted them, and what I will say is that I think I kind of messed up, and there was another person that was Sean. So what I will do is I'll look back in the stream, and I'm also going to message that person and give them a copy as well. So congratulations to Glenn Wyatt. It's from the West Midlands, so that means that I can just give him £100 or whatever. Cool. Awesome. Back to the game. So I think what we'll do now is we'll do a Q&A, I guess. I'm not going to say probably more information than what you've already heard, but if you guys want to tweet me with a few things, then yeah, go for it. Drunk Q&A, that was the best. How operators work in multiplayer, they are pretty much just skins. So they're not specialists, they're nothing like that, they are just skins. The best way that I could probably describe it is that in Modern Warfare 2, where if you select a sniper you get the ghillie suit character model, that is pretty much how I would describe it. So if you select X operator, you'll get all of the ghillie suits. So, you know, with the season pass, the battle pass, whatever they release, you get, you know, different variations of the ghillie suit or whatever. Who won the giveaway? The giveaway was won by @Glyn_Wyatt. I just messaged him on screen if you're wondering. Oh, it's the same winner. Alright, good. I can order a takeaway tonight then. I think we'll give away one of those copies every month. I mean, it's going to cost me a fortune, like $1,000 or something, but we'll do it. Chinese curry. Might just go for a traditional pizza, dude. That dude's whole Twitter account is just giveaway retweets. Is it really? Let's have a look. Yeah, kind of is, isn't it? I mean, if we hit 150 views, which I doubt, then I'll give away a standard copy if you want. But, you know, the rules are the rules. Oh my god. Pre-fire. Yeah, he does have quite a lot of random giveaways, to be honest. Yeet! What do you think of a beta? Is there going to be one? Yeah, I would expect there to be a beta. There's no confirmation or anything as of yet, but I probably expect a beta in August, to be honest. Is BR in Modern Warfare? No. Now the reason I'm saying there's no Battle Royale in Modern Warfare is because I honestly believe that what they've done is that they have began development of a Battle Royale, so maybe 2 years ago or whatever, and then for whatever reason they've done a 180 and decided that Spec Ops will be better. Now, in terms of what that will mean with content, I think it's probably going to be like an open world where you can select compounds or select locations and do raids. That's what I would probably expect it to be. Oh shit, I just shot. Yeah, they mentioned nothing about a private beta with pre-order this time. That's what I found weird. It's probably going. It was probably going to be an open beta, to be honest. That's what would make sense, right? If they're not using that as an incentive this year, then it's probably going to be a open beta, unless they're just waiting for the multiplayer reveal. Will Ghost be back? Yes, all of the main characters will be back. here from Skizzlex. Appreciate the early info. Yeah, I watch that guy pretty much every couple of days. He produces a lot of great content. His streams are so funny, man, with his stream deck. So I was like, this year he's gonna be the one. Activision is doing the Fortnite thing to get crossplay style with PC and console and play. Maybe. Is the ACR back? Is there 10v7 Ground War? What I'll say about the weapons is that every weapon that is in combat today is probably going to make it over to Modern Warfare. This game is purely based on realism. It is purely based on real weaponry, real kill streaks, real warfare. So all it will take is you to research what weapons are releasing this year, or what weapons are in combat this year, should I say, and then you'll probably find what weapons are going to be in Modern Warfare. Same with kill streaks. So this is something I said before, is that it's likely that the Moab is going to return as the so-called secret kill streak, because it was used very recently by Donald Trump, I believe. But no, I wouldn't expect a game-ending nuke. I probably wouldn't expect a nuke in the game. It'll probably be called the Moab. White Phosphorus as a kill streak, possibly. Will Bats Games playlist be back? Yes, very likely. Infinity War doesn't like ending kill streak. Wasn't the nuke in Modern Warfare 2 like the only game ending streak? But for some reason a lot of people want it back, which I don't really understand. We'll probably get the Moab. Is there 10v10 Ground War? There is going to be 10v10 game modes. I'm not sure if that 20 players on the box art and stuff / pre-orders is just solid multiplayer. I'm not sure if it also includes Spec Ops, but we'll find out at a later date. Info on beta, I would expect it to be August. Like I said, Activision are doing things so different this year that true insider information isn't really reliable. We've just got to base on past titles, past betas, past everything. 20 player campaign. Imagine. Hopefully more multiplayer maps that released than Black Ops 4 and World War 2. Modern Warfare 2 had 16. I wouldn't expect more maps. They're probably gonna do 2 to 3 maps every season, with the season pass / battle pass. I wouldn't expect like a ridiculous amount of maps at launch. When I say ridiculous, I mean like 12 plus. I'd probably expect 12. Toxic Killer, welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see everyone from the old streaming days return. Thank you. Any ideas on the villain, who the villain might be? See, this is where I'm kind of torn, because the Chinese leak of Victor said there's going to be 2 two males and one female villain. But I mean, from what we know, I mean, it doesn't really make sense, right? We know that we're going to be fighting modern day terrorism. We know that it's going to be in countries all over the world. And so to me, that doesn't make sense. Imagine the 8 Cry Spec Ops released today. I'd probably say that Spec Ops is the least complete out of all of the free game modes. I'm predicting we won't have many DLC maps. We've seen what happened in Battlefield 5. Yeah, but Battlefield 5 isn't Call of Duty. EA are not Activision. They're gonna want to try it for themselves. But like I said, I'm expecting it to be pretty much a battle pass / season pass. Every 6 to 8 weeks, 6 to 10 weeks, they're going to release a brand new season. It's going to have 2 brand new maps. It's going to have a few brand new weapons, loads of camos and stuff like that, 100 tiers or whatever. That's how I expect it would go. Health is normal. I thought there wasn't a season pass. No, not a season pass. I mean like what you would see in Fortnite or a battle pass or whatever. So there's going to be seasons in the game. So the season will include let's just say that, right, season 1 is going to be Halloween themed. It's going to contain 2 brand new maps straight off the bat. It's going to contain maybe a brand new operator straight off the bat, and then everything from like camos to weapons and stuff will be unlocked via tiers. But yeah, the DLC is free, but there's a reason it's free. It's not gonna. It's, you know, there's gonna be a lot of stuff involved in that. Look at me spawn trapping. Boing. Oh crap. GG. Yeet! Yeet! Gun. Not the gun I wanted. We'll see multiplayer at E3. I don't think so. The E3 conference from Infinity Ward has been confirmed to be just a panel, so I don't think we're going to see multiplayer. I think it's going to be just them repeating what they've said to the influencers and stuff like that at the event that they had. That's what I would expect anyway. No minimap is in multiplayer is true. So the minimap in multiplayer has been circling around because of the Chinese League of Victor. And like I've said to everyone, and like I said multiple times in the stream, is that information is based on his experience. I believe that person is or was a playtester for the game, or he's got information from a playtester, because he stated the information on the same day that the NFL guys played Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The NFL guys that played Call of Duty Modern Warfare, they didn't play campaign, they played multiplayer. And 2 to 3 weeks ago, a few select influencers and celebrities did go out to Activision HQ and also play multiplayer. So that is why, for example, I tweeted it that we'll be seeing gameplay on the 30th on the reveal, because I assumed that because those guys managed to play multiplayer, that will be also getting multiplayer this year, but obviously that wasn't the case. So I wouldn't expect multiplayer at E3. I would probably expect multiplayer in July, possibly their own separate multiplayer event, like their own stream basically. I think Modern Warfare 2 Remastered will be shown at E3. It is very, very likely. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because it has been given a PEGA rating, which means that it is pretty much complete. And with all of the recent leaks of the achievements and stuff like that, it makes sense. It makes sense that we could get an announcement at E3, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm just being as honest as I can with you guys. That this year is different from Activision. They've told a group of press one thing, they've told the next group of press another thing, just to add to a lot of confusion. They're going to spawn behind me now, right? Do I think we'll get Modern Warfare 2 Remastered for free if we've pre-ordered it? I mean, that would be nice, but I'm not sure. Do I think Activision will fuck up? No, I don't think they will, but it's the same every single year. People's opinions change a couple of months after release, after the Christmas noobs and stuff, everyone's opinions change. But I think that they're honestly trying this year. There was a massive debate between the head Activision officials on about stuff like free DLC, crossplay, but it managed to go through, so hopefully it's a step in the right direction for Call of Duty. What you've also got to remember is that the next year's Black Ops 5. Is that next year's title is Black Ops 5. So what can they do this year to put trust into the fans? And what are the next step after this year for Black Ops 5? Yeah, the giveaway's already happened, sorry. I did everything live. Like I said, if we get to 150 views, which I don't think we'll do, I'll give away another copy, but it is what it is. Fuck. Black Ops 5 Sai? Yeah. Yeah, well, Black Ops 5 is different because this year it's going to be, next year it's going to be a Cold War Black Ops. So who knows, we might even get Call of Duty Black Ops next year. Can countries really ban the game? Yeah. I would expect countries like Germany, New Zealand, a lot of Israeli countries and stuff will probably ban it. Either they'll ban it or that it's going to be very censored. Probably the best way of seeing that information is if you type in on YouTube Resident Evil gameplay versus Resident Evil China gameplay, because China do a lot of censoring. Will the UK ban / censor? I'm not sure, dude. Like I said, I don't think people understand the graphic nature of this game. People don't understand the graphic nature, and like I said, when these people do these mass shootings in real life, and then the media always blame video games. Like, I think I saw one maybe a year or two ago that blamed like Dark Souls for him doing a mass shooting. Like, imagine that, but the press are blaming Call of Duty Modern Warfare because Call of Duty Modern Warfare has that within the game. Do you know what I mean? I I don't think people really understand the graphic nature of this game. And that's why it's going to be very, very interesting if the game releases in its current state. I honestly believe that it's going to be on like talk shows, it's going to be on the news a lot, because it's super, super graphic. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, yeet. Can I go on air? No? Okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I'm very reluctant on saying that campaign's going to be featured at E3, because it is super graphic. Unless they've got a version that is censored to some extent, then I can't see it being at E3. I just can't. Not this day and age with actually what's going on. Call of Duty Live Leak Warfare, yeah. I mean, I think it was Drifter that said they used like Live Leak as inspiration for the campaign or something, which is pretty fucked up. What specialist am I playing as? Spectre? What the fuck is that? A smoke bomb? Have you seen how graphic Mortal Kombat is, though? I think there is a difference between between two fictional characters fighting to killing civilians on the streets of, the UK, or the streets of Europe, or the streets of America. I think there's a big difference. Yeah, exactly. Mortal Kombat isn't terrorism. Anything on co-op? There isn't any information on co-op at this moment in time. That's me being completely honest. Like I said before, I would be I would say that it's likely that the co-op is going to be a battle royale map that has been deeply modified because Activision have changed their minds or whatever, and that it's going to be a massive map where you can choose the location and choose to raid it, if that makes any sense. So let's just take this map for example. It's a location on the map. You can choose to raid it, you can choose to do X mission, I don't know, maybe it changes every time or whatever. GTA can just mow down cops and civilians. I would agree with you on the point regarding GTA, but what you've got to remember is that this game is on pretty much next generation graphics. It's very realistic. When you shoot someone in the head, their brain's coming out of their skull. It's not like, do you know what I mean? It's not censored in anywhere. There is no ragdoll effect. It is completely realistic. Everything you do in that game is realistic. It's not really on a new engine though. The engine has been in development for 5 years. I would say it's probably best to look at, is it Digital Foundry that are like in collaboration with Eurogamer? So I'd probably look at what they say in regards to the engine. Yeah, GTA is six. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto is 6 years old. Yeah, or however old it is 5, 6 something. I have to. Honestly, I'm going to apologise right now for the gameplay that you're seeing because I've never used this character. What do I do? Okay. Yeet! Oh, here we go. Yeah. Can I escort the robot while I'm like this? Okay, cool. Free to roll, it's a bit too late. Will there be a mouse and keyboard support on console for the multiplayer? So, I think there will be. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because crossplay is just going to be between Xbox and PC and PlayStation and PC. It's not going to be between Xbox and PlayStation. So I would imagine that yes, there will be. Why don't you reply to me? One sec, let me try and have a look. Do you think COD is now bad? I don't know what you mean by that. What about COD Mobile for iOS? COD Mobile is coming soon. I'm actually working on the marketing on that. Believe it or not. That doesn't mean that I've got information because of that. That's me just saying that. Yeah. I'm excited for the new COD. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I'm just like everyone else. I'm very vocal on Twitter about Call of Duty titles, but I think with the direction that they're taking with campaign, it's showing that Infinity Ward and Activision have got some huge balls to do it, and that is something that I can understand, and that makes me excited. Apparently Soap is back. Soap's back, Ghost is back. There is a lot of characters back from the original series. The only multiplayer information that I know and that I will give is that multiplayer is going to be heavily focused on Modern Warfare. Now that isn't intended as a pun, but what I will say is that if you wanted to know what weapons, for example, are going to be in multiplayer, all you need to do is Google Modern Warfare weapons, or weapons that are in military and combat today. What I will say about kill streaks is that if you want to know about kill streaks, what you need to do is look at previous Call of Duty titles and then look at similar weaponry that is in military today. So, for example, for the UAV, it's going to be a drone. For a secret, as I do the quotation marks, for a secret kill streak, it's going to be the Moab. That's what I would expect. Anyway, the Moab is what I'm betting on is going to be the secret streak in the game, because Donald Trump used it very recently, and this game is basically Modern Combat. How long is the campaign? I mean, it depends how good you are at the game, right? I would expect it to be 8 to 12 hours. Link's Warlord. Man, it's so sad that Lynx had to leave. Six years later, yeah. Multiplayer trailer I would expect in July. Possibly August. The reason I'm saying possibly August is because from the way things are going from Activision at the moment is that they could probably just release a trailer in August and then say, oh, guess what? There's also a multiplayer beta going on right now. Yeah, there is going to be a beta for this game. I would also expect that to be in August. September co-op reveal. So yeah, the July the 19th date, I'm curious to where that's come from. If someone could elaborate in the chat, that would be greatly appreciated. Chances of changing campaign due to controversy. Maybe the campaign would be censored, or just straight outright banned in countries. But yeah, the campaign is going to be banned in countries. Now, there's going to be no specialist, and I'm 98% sure that there isn't going to be a battle royale in this game. According to your source, was there any part of the game that was changed midway because Activision told them so? I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I would put money on, to be honest, that the Spec Ops, the co-op mod, has been changed because they believe that maybe Battle Royale wasn't going to go as they wanted for this game. So, like I said, I would assume that Spec Ops is going to be almost like a Battle Royale map, but instead you're going to select a location and then maybe do a raid on it or something. Like I said, there is no information that I've got on that. That is just me theorising. But that's what I would. That's what I would assume. Do you think they'll do a skip mission like No Russian? Dude, every mission is No Russian in this game. In fact, every mission is more than No Russian in this game. I'm trying to just look back on messages to see where this July 19th multiplayer reveal has come from. Or Victor. Yeah, Victor is very likely to have been a game tester slash he knows people that have played the game. I know that he's pretty reliable within the community at the moment based on his tweets and stuff, but there is some inconsistencies with his tweets. For example, he tweeted out that the Modern Warfare box art will have a soldier that is wearing night vision goggles. Guess what? It doesn't. And he's very conservative with his tweets. What I will say is that there is a reason his tweets are still on Twitter. That's what I'll say about Victor. Imagine you choose to skip the graphic content. Yeah. Yeah, every mission has some fucking mad stuff in it, apparently. Which is fine, but it's... Yeah, the amount of bad news coverage this is gonna be mental. How extreme do you think the campaign will go? Like, what is the worst thing they will show / go? I did tweet this out last week. Is that the white phosphorus mission from Spec Ops is pretty graphic, right? From what was released like 6 to 7 years ago, but just imagine that scene now. Just imagine that scene with next gen graphics. And that included fucking men, women, and children with, you know, half burnt bodies. But yeah, you can shoot women, you can shoot children in this game, so yeah. The game is going to be censored in some countries, put it that way. How about the death animation / bullet impacts? They are 100% realistic. There is no bullshit ragdoll. It is realistic. 100%. Need more NHS funding. Yeah, man. Honestly. Call of Duty, Activision, Infinity Ward probably need to set up their own charity or something. You think No Russian will be in Modern Warfare 2 Remastered? Yeah, it'll be in Modern Warfare 2 Remastered as a skippable mission. And there's probably a couple of reasons for that, of course, because of the controversy, but probably because of data as well. Like, they want to see how many people have actually skipped the mission. and maybe as a test to see how mainstream media cover it. But anyway, guys, my food has arrived, which means the stream must now end. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to order everything, and then next stream there will be a first cam. There's going to be some interactive real life events, and then poof, we shall be streaming probably every couple of days. Don't let me down. What pizza topping? Don't let me down. Pineapple. I'm joking. Mighty meter. Give us more leaks before you go. Dark Edition details. I probably imagine that the Dark Edition will include night vision goggles, but that is just a guess. I will let you guys know when I get more information. Right, I'm going to go call it quits. This is my first time live streaming in over 2 years, so I don't know how to end the stream, but I will do. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. I'll keep you updated with more information on Twitter as always, so please do follow me over there. And I will also be live streaming in the next couple of days. I want to say Wednesday, so definitely stay tuned. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.